Welcome aboard. It's Captain G. Global War 1939 Ultra. So Eggman and I are working with Hilltop Pillbox and Triple Crown. If you've been watching their play testing or Triple Crown series on the update, the imaging, remastering, if you will, of this game, and we'll be doing a play test. So we're very excited about this. Just set this up. Eggman will be playing the Axis, and I'll be playing the Allies. And this is the revised, updated initial setup. And we'll keep you posted at the end of each turn. Wish me luck. And we'll pause for now. And we'll give you an update at the end of the German turn. Over and out. Welcome back. It's Captain G with G1. Germany, first turn. So you can see these German land, air, and naval forces on these task force markers. These are represented in Europe by the armies in Reims, in Paris, the Air Force in West Germany, and the enlarged German Navy in the Baltic. On his first turn, Eggman sank pretty much all but one destroyer that the Commonwealth had in the North Atlantic. A couple Commonwealth submarines submerged to save themselves, but there's a large U-boat menace still there. Now, one bit of housekeeping we're going to have to do before J1 is roll for some air that I was unclear on the ability of air to engage on submarines. So we'll clarify that. Hopefully I'll be able to knock out a handful. But the Germans, on the first impulse, took southern Norway, or the Oslo territory. On the second impulse, then, they captured the north of Norway in Narvik. They also took Denmark. They took Warsaw, and by a misinterpreting of the rules, we thought that froze the Poland forces, but you actually also have to take West Poland to do that. So that's another bit of housekeeping. I think what we're going to allow Germany to do is to redo their non-combat. He has a large force. There's a red chip underneath here of infantry poised to invade Yugoslavia. They're going to have to move up to Czechoslovakia and deal with West Poland before hitting Czechoslovakia. But pretty much the German armored forces blitzed through Holland into Reims and into Paris, no problem. Took out the British Navy, captured a little bit of northern territory. They started with 24 IPP as their national production. They doubled that. Now they're at 48, plus 7 more for Vichy. Vichy France was established in some very favorable roles across North Africa and also in the Pacific, which Japan appreciates. So with 7 more from the Vichy, Germany's at 55. They captured 15 by raiding the French territory. That puts them at 60. 70. It puts them at 70, sorry. And then with some bonuses, they're at 80 cash on hand. Plus, one aspect that we really like in this game is the Axis miners' ability to generate their own units on top of anything the German war machine produces. So Bulgaria, Romania, Hungary, Finland will be able to build units as well. So next up will be J1, the first turn for Japan, with their veteran ground units. We're using the sculpt from America. Actually, this is the actual 3D sculpt veteran troop. The America sculpt is our SNLFs. mounted on an SNLF marker. So with the departure of SNLF from the 36 V4 rules, I was very excited to be able to play with them again in Global War 1939. I just like the units. So we'll see what Eggman has planned for Japan. And for you, it'll be just a moment, but for us, it'll be another 24 hours. And we'll be back here to give you the update. This is Eggman and Captain G saying over and out. All right, welcome back. It is J1, Japan's first turn. So we'll turn to the Pacific, leaving Germany and the Europeans. Not as engaged. Japan has been at war for some time now, and as at this point in the game, between the communists and the KMT and the Japanese. So Eggman opted to launch a naval invasion here in Japan, or in China, in Kwangtung, and to annex Siam. And that was it. A lot of repositioning of the fleet to this sea zone. And that is the combined fleet with the Kido Butai, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cruisers that Japan starts the game with, and their 2 flagship battleships. And then using the destroyers as transports with the Tokyo Express ability, if you will, where 2 Japanese transports paired together can supply and sustain and transport in non-combat 1 Japanese infantry unit. They pretty much cleared the island of its ground forces, moving them onto the continent, with the air transport moving the final unit, and reinforced their veteran infantry units rather than risk them in combat without the appropriate level of cannon fodder and conscript infantry. Their production this turn, 3 heavy artilleries. These units, Eggman's very excited about. They roll 2 dice at 4. So that is as powerful as medium bombers. So it will definitely not be a great day in China when those artillery pieces are moved ashore. So 3 heavy artillery, 2 SNLF, and 3 more conscript infantry joining the Empire's military. That is J1. Next up will be the Allies' turn, starting with the Soviet Union. We have some things going on at home, so we won't be able to get to this part of the game for a few days. So I think what we'll do is we'll combine the intro, Germany and Japan's video into one, the video you're watching just now. And then we'll post one video for a summary of all of the Allied turns. Up next in the Captain G and Eggman playtest, sponsored by Triple Crown and Hilltop Pillbox and HPG, Global War 1939 Ultra. This is Captain G and Eggman. For now, over and out.